Are you a victim of domestic violence? Since 2013, From Ordinary to Extraordinary has helped over 3,000 women, and we want to continue to rebuild the community with one family at a time. Please make a donation or sign up for volunteer opportunities today at imfote.org. No matter how you choose to get involved, know that every bit counts. From Ordinary to Extraordinary is a 501c3 nonprofit organization designed to empower women and girls that have experienced domestic violence.
Michael, Shawn, and the Takeover Legends, where the truth hurts, but also makes you laugh.
Baby, tap in. Tap, tap, tap in.
Don't never stop if you want to be on top. Yeah.
Low waist, fat, baby, tap in.
Oh, I'm going to tap in for sure.
Tap, tap, tap in.
Thank you. You are much too kind. It is Friday Eve, y'all. It is Thursday. Today is the 9th day of February 2023. We are back at it. We are only 10 minutes late today. We're getting back on course. My ringer is on. My snooze is back and popping. Sexy Mo won't be joining us today, but she will be back tomorrow, hopefully. Nothing major. She don't feel good. I understand.
Oh, it's that time of the month again. I feel like it's always that time of the month.
I don't.
My bad. Here I go. Overstepping my boundaries again.
I'm not sure. I don't know if it was that. I don't know if
this line crosser. She's fine. Well, she's not doing well, but she's fine.
Yeah, I don't know if the ovary spoke this morning, and I know she has to, but feel better. That wasn't me. That was Jay Black who said that. That was
feel
Jay
better.
Black.
No, feel better. We wanted to feel better for sure.
That was Jay Blizzy, Jay Black, not the producer of the Takeover Legend Morning Show. Just Jay.
So we doing Allegedly with Afro Queen. It's coming up later this morning. Afro Queen, get your stories together. We're gonna send you the link.
Get your stories with together. Afro Queen. I don't know if you got yourself right, if you dressed or whatever, but get your outfit out. I don't know. Wear a baseball cap if you need to wear a baseball cap. We all good here. It's the safe space. No matter what you look like, what you got on, you might not be ready for TV, but bam, you got to get on. Ash, what's going on? Ash Bash. Good morning. All right, I guess we can just start off with Jay Blizzy. How was your night there, big homie, pal of mine?
Good morning, Kathy Day One Black.
Kathy smoking Black and Miles. Go ahead, Kathy.
Last night was Wednesday night. I've been on the staycation since I came back from my little work trip, and I haven't done a darn thing but watch TV and relax. And it feels good to just stay in your house.
It feels good.
And don't do too much of nothing. Yeah. Just watch TV, get caught up on all your ratchet TV shows.
Get caught up on the programming. Get caught up on being programmed.
From school. All that parent stuff. So it felt good. Yesterday. Lady Q made some seafood and it made me sick. That smell, seafood smells just make me sick. I hate the smell. I can't take it. So I did get sick yesterday, but all is good. I woke up refreshed.
Wait. You got sick off the smell.
Yeah, that smell. It does something. She talking about it ain't the seafood. It's the old something about a bay. Old bay, a bay.
Obey.
Keep trying to blame it on the seasoning. It's the seafood smell as a whole.
Blame it on the sea. I got a song for everything, dog.
Oh yeah, you do. Okay, no, allegedly with Afro Queen. She at work today. All right,
you'll be at work. Multitask, girl. I'll be multitasking at my job. Go ahead, Jay. Go ahead. So
allegedly with Ash Ashton.
Were you able to eat? Did you eat the seafood? That
tells I don't eat seafood. I don't eat seafood. I don't eat Chinese food. I'm simple. I'm straightforward. Just give me a bacon cheeseburger and fries, and I'm good. Or eat every once in a while steak and mashed potatoes, but I'm a simple guy, but seafood smells, I just can't take that smell. I just don't do it. Not for me. I know a lot of people love seafood, so kudos to y'all, but
I'm not a huge seafood fan. There's some stuff I'll eat, but I'm not a huge seafood fan. I'm not the type to sit at a table and crack crab legs, and they used to do that. I don't know. Was it crab legs or just crabs? I don't know. I think it was crab legs when I worked at the station. They lay out all the newspaper, and we'd go someplace, and all the station would meet, and everybody be like click, and I would order a cheeseburger. I ain't got no time.
Yeah, I ain't got time for all that. Just give me a bacon cheeseburger.
And they be sucking on it. It's so good. It's great. Clack. I was like, that's a whole lot of work. That's like You should get paid hourly to eat.
Yeah, it'd be like a lot of work they do for a little bit of something.
Just little.
Out of a crab
It's
leg.
good when you have the butter and everything to go with it. I don't eat crab legs often, maybe once every 5-6 years.
What up, Ashley?
Morning, Ashley, but
Ashley Newman. Diane, good morning, Diane.
That was it for you.
That was it. Just I ended up going, and actually, I went outside to my car and sat in my car because I felt like the smell was going through the whole house.
Damn, you one of them people.
Yeah.
Why did you just open up the windows, go upstairs?
I wanted to lay down in my bed, and it ain't no Lady Q it ain't no bed up here unless I blow up an air bed. Like the other room is taken.
Oh, why did you? That's what I'm saying. Why don't you just go to your bedroom and open the windows?
My boy was in the bedroom because he likes to work certain things on the TV that's not on his TV. So then I went. It's a whole thing. I didn't want to go to his room, make it freezing cold with windows open and all that stuff. So I just went out to my car.
Well, stop being cheap. Get your little man the channels that he needs in his room. So
no, then he'll be watching YouTube all night, and then it's a sensory overload with some kids. They can't just have access to games.
You can't block it like when the time is up. You can't block the YouTube channel. I'm just saying, this is what happens.
No, we do that, and you got to put a code in. But he be figuring the codes out, and I still don't understand how he keep figuring them out.
Yeah, because they smart.
At 10, he keep figuring out these damn codes.
Yeah, I think you got to renew the code every night. I don't know.
Every day you got to change it. Like,
change the code every day.
Good old bay. Oh, the good
old bay.
That's whatever that smell is horrible. I don't like it.
It's easy.
You gotta change your code every day, like we used to do when we was running the streets on your cell phone. Change the code every day. Just every day, change the code.
Because them chicks be figuring it out.
Yeah, she starts sniffing your pad and oh yeah, okay. I bet you don't know when George Jefferson's birthday was. Heifer. How about that? Go ahead, figure that one out. Go ahead, detective. Let's see if you get that one.
Rogers, good morning. I'm
struggling like Kevin Durant's hair, but Kevin Durant ain't struggling because he went to Phoenix. Kevin Durant got in sports news quickly before we get to Shawnee. Kevin Durant was traded to the Phoenix Suns from the Brooklyn Nets. So the Western Conference is loaded. Well, they were already loaded, but now they're extremely loaded.
Ain't got to play him then. But damn,
he's with the Phoenix Suns. Kyrie Irving is with the Dallas Mavericks. It is on and popping. D'Angelo Russell got traded from the Timberwolves to the Lakers. So they got a shooter, but it don't matter. Kevin Durant went to Phoenix. So it's Chris Paul, Devin Booker, and Kevin Durant. It's a problem.
The Brooklyn Nets just blew up their whole squad.
Brooklyn Nets, you're a failure. This is the second time you tried to put a team together. The first time was when y'all got Kevin Garnett and Paul Pierce, and there was another person y'all got, and that failed. Then y'all got Kevin Durant and James Harden. James Harden bounced out of there quick. James Harden I'm gone. And Kyrie, Durant, Harden, and they're all gone now. You did all that. You traded. You did everything you could, and that didn't work. James K said, did the seafood, J Black, did it smell like chitlins? Ooh, chitlins stink. I only went to one person's house and I smelled chitlins and I said, okay, I'll be back. And I was like, I'm good. I was in my 20s. I didn't know chitlins smell like that. Shawnee Scott,
you know what chitlins are, right?
Yeah, and I wasn't going to eat them anyway. I'm
you ever try them before? I never even tried chitlins before. I see the family eating it all the time. I just never tried it.
I don't play with that. Y'all can tell me all day it tastes like chicken. I ain't playing with that. No, y'all. I don't even like the way it looked, like the way it smells. Shawnee, how was your night there, girl? How was your night?
My night was great. Well, it was okay because I did get some sleep, but I got sick in the middle of the night too. But I just had a busy day yesterday, a busy work day, getting things together for your show, Bink Show, my show.
TV show. They go to TV Mogul. That's what I'm talking about. CW33 every Saturday starts at 12 noon, and we take it over to 1 o'clock, and then it's gonna be extended after that when Shawnee gets her show taped. Oh boy, go ahead, Shawnee.
Yeah, so that was my night, and then of course being a mom.
Asset. Go ahead, Shawnee. My bad.
They're not gonna play in their last game. Because they didn't take care of what they were supposed to take care of. They didn't even attempt.
Oh, you one of them. It's an important game that you can't. Because they didn't do their chore. Come on, Shawnee. Cut them a break.
I would love to be with Jay Black, but they lucky it's just a game.
Well, it's a game, and they're not gonna be able to play volleyball. I'm not doing it.
Yeah, no, I don't eat that stuff. No, Shawnee's right.
I'm not doing it.
Shawnee's right. When you consistently tell, when you're a parent, you can consistently tell your children to do certain things, and it's blatantly not done. I would ban cell phones, and I love them two little girls. Them two little girls, they're the best to me. I'm not I'm not a
They
parent.
don't seem that like when I talk to them
No,
at
don't let that
times. I
fool
see
you.
like I
Don't
see
let
the
that
little
fool you.
video. I'm like, they
Don't let
can't
that
be
fool you.
that bad.
Don't let that fool you.
Yeah. They don't even
And
talk slick. I don't even hear them talking
They
slick.
do talk slick. They don't talk slick to y'all.
keep
Yeah,
Kathy Black
they
up there.
do, but they're not gonna play. And it'd be one thing if I walked in there this morning and I saw that they had attempted, then I was gonna give them till tomorrow to get it done. I was gonna text their coach and tell her because the coach know. Coach already know. I said, listen, I had my stomach on the outside of me for 6 months. I just got it put back in. I'm not getting ready to do all of this if I got to keep talking because I'm gonna just say it one time. My kids getting treated like regular people get treated. I'm gonna tell you one time, and that's it.
Ash said, I know that's right. Got to teach them responsibility. The kids just let it go in one ear and out the other. And you know what?
I mean,
But she kind of set them
to be
up. Though.
honest, no, I didn't because they've had long enough to do this. They have until we get ready to leave. So they got till 8:00 to get it done. So I don't know. They might get it done. I don't know. But Jay Black, you don't understand. See, Christmas break when they left and went to their dad's house, I cleaned their room and their closet again and rearranged everything. And
that was like a 2-day project.
It was horrible. And so all you had to do was maintain this.
But you chose to do that.
Nigga, this is my house. I'm not living no nasty
Every
house.
parent is cleaning. Every parent is clean. Well, Jay Black maybe not, but every parent is clean a child's
it's your
room.
your area. You choose it. That's on your nasty behind. That's you. But I'm not going to because then you put your energy into cleaning it. Now you expect them to live up to your expectations with maintaining it, and now you get disappointed. Now you're mad at them.
Wait. It's your house. So you have to have expectations for everybody in that home to keep up what they keep up. Now, the fact of the matter is, Shawnee told them, and I'm not caping, but I'm caping. Shawnee told them from the door, y'all keep this up, keep this room together, or else there's going to be consequences.
Yeah, that's the consequence.
Now, they are old enough to know consequences.
But did she say you cannot play in the last game of the season if this is not done by the morning?
I did say that. I said that this week. I said you got to this day to get done what I asked you to get done.
But here go Jay with all the explaining. What these kids need me to explain for? I told you there's going to be consequences.
But you need to set clear examples. You can't be generic and then think they can be a mind reader.
First of all, this is my house. If I want to be generic, I'm going to be generic. There's going to be consequences if this room isn't kept the way I said it was kept.
Oh, you want them fearful. You don't want them to understand.
Wait. She didn't lay her hands on them.
They're not fearful. If they were fearful, they would have got it done. They ain't fearful.
Yeah, she ain't.
You don't understand. Like when they were little, my house is so junky. Like Mike come here and he be like, "Ain't nothing wrong with your house." He doesn't understand what kind of house I kept. Now, when they were little, it was easier. But the older they get, they keep just leaving stuff and driving. And I like to live a certain way, and I can't do it. I can't. Now you gonna.
I just think
Jay not like that. Jay is like he like a brother. It wasn't a bad.
Oh no!
First of all, let's pause. As Rogers, we're not gonna judge people's words. This is a safe space. This is the safe space right here.
Now, that's Stuart Rogers. He's known me since like 3rd grade.
Yeah, the N word.
Nick is like. He know old Shawn. He don't.
James K said, I give my kids enough rope to hang themselves. I ain't say all that, James K. They think they are grown, then I'll treat them that way. If I clean their room, it better stay the way, or I'll put mommy dearest and take everything out the room. Facts.
Oh, well, yeah, I've done that before. Because I've taken the beds out the room and made them sleep on the floor.
See, but along your discipline line, I just remembered I went and got my taxes done yesterday, and I usually take my daughters with me to get hers done. I get them, and she all week it was all right. Wednesday I need them because when I'm waking up, I'm going by 11 to be there all week, and then it got to the last day. I know I got it. You think she gave them to me? No, so I left.
But I said, wrong.
but I set it up. Well, 20 years old.
She grown. No, I
She
got
grown.
I got a 12 and a 14-year-old.
No, but my point is, if you give them, this is what's going to happen, and if it's not done by then, this is the consequences. But I made it very clear. It was very known. Now you're on your own.
Shawnee has gave them the consequences. I said you don't have to give them. Shawnee has told them this is what's going to happen.
It was very clear. I got their coach involved. The coach knows what they got this to do, and so
But you didn't say if this is not done by then, you will not play.
No, she's already done it before. She's already done it before.
You said those exact words.
I specifically said if you don't have this done by Thursday, when we get ready to walk out of here for me to take you to school, y'all ain't playing in this last game, and you're not going to be on the volleyball team. So no, they know.
So it must have been in the past. You probably crumbled before, and they're like, "She always talking that." Then we're gonna do it anyway. They probably just thought you, sleeping on you a little bit.
They've already missed out games.
They always think I be playing with them, so I have to show them.
Store said they got one warning, then he grabbing a strap. He's strapping up like. Well, damn.
Well, I don't grab straps. I don't grab straps.
He got one warning from his mom.
He got. Oh, okay, that's what he got growing up.
Him and his sister didn't do it. Then they got spankings. That's what happened to us in the neighborhood. All I got was a look. Like my mama ain't even say. Well, I didn't even get all that. She just look at me and I know. Okay, I need to do this, and this, or else it's gonna be a problem.
All right, Ash said I have a 16 and 17-year-old, so I get it. I'll keep you in my prayers, Shawnee. Real talk.
They know everything at that age, right?
Yeah.
I'm not for corporal punishment, but sometimes these kids, boy, be making you be like, yo, I told you to do this and you deliberately not did it. This is them times when you feel like maybe we should go back to 1984. I go upside your head. Maybe you'll understand. Maybe you'll understand how much I'm not playing.
It's like the other day when I took him to school, the baby gonna get out of my car. They go to the same school now because they're both in junior high. But she got mad because I laid down the law and said, y'all got to do this, get out of my car and slam my door and not tell me I love you. And I threw the car in park in the parent line. And I rolled that one down in front of everybody. I said, girl, I get out this car and snatch all that hair out your head. You did not never slam my door.
Oh, the hood.
You should clap it up for yourself with that, Shawnee. You should clap it up for yourself. You should clap it up for yourself with that.
Damn door.
I wish you would slam my car door. I wish you would slam my car door.
Yo.
You are out your mind. You gonna slam my car? Who in the are you to be slamming anything in this house or in my car? You are out your effing mind. Slamming my door.
Y'all want to fight your kids like they real like
let me tell you something.
Like, what are we talking about?
Okay, well, slam the door like you grown, like you want to fight.
Yeah, and roll your eyes. Girl, I don't go to jail. I tell my kid, I don't care if I go to jail. Y'all watch me go to jail before I go to jail.
Ash said the ass whoopers don't work no more. That strategy is out. It don't work.
No, that's what they made you believe. Now I'm not for the physical discipline, but don't say they on the basic skills. The reason why they don't work no more is you can't take it where parents used to be able to take it. Like your parents used to be able to take it to a place where you go like, I don't know if this is going to end. Like, but now because and once again, I don't agree with it, but I'm saying I understand in certain situations the temptation to be like, I done told you this, and you walking around this house with trying to be, and I'm not talking about Shawnee's kids at this point, I'm talking about kids in general. You walking around this house on the phone, yipping and yapping like you paid a bill, and I told you, and you talking loud on the phone, as if this is your living room, as if this is your kitchen.
This is my house.
And you over here, I'm not yelling. I'm not yelling on the phone, and you walking around with your slides on
that I bought.
And you got the nerve to be talking about, is there something to eat? What
are you? Room.
And then you got the nerve to put the phone down, like, did you make something to eat?
Yeah, that's how they do me. Did you make dinner? Nah, I ain't make dinner. Go back to Nikki's comment. I think she said you take the electronics. Nikki, let me tell you what these kids did to me. I took their phones over the weekend because they would not clean it. Like They would not clean up this room. We've been talking about this room. I said, go put all the electronics on the side of my bed. They put the electronics on the side of my bed. I'm sitting there looking at it like the next day. And I'm like, it's something ain't right about these phones. When I tell you they took the phone case and set them upside down, like, because I sit my phone upside down, so they know I'm not going to really pay attention. If I see it turned over, it's the phone. No, they took the phones out the case and set the cases upside down.
Smart, so that you can't be mad at they outsmarted you.
Now
you gotta clap that up.
Let me be clear.
He's clapping that up,
now, and I'm not instigating nothing. I'm not instigating nothing. So please, and I'm telling you the honest truth. I'm not trying to instigate. I'm not putting the battery in the back of Shawnee. You're a wonderful mom. You have wonderful kids. You have guys that have a wonderful family. If my kids would have done that to me, I would have thrown them boxes at them.
What?
I would have thrown them cell phone cases. I would have thrown them both at them. If they would have, I swear on everything I love, and y'all already outsmarted you. No, that's disrespect. Let me tell you something. If I would have done, let me tell you why I would have never done that to my father.
Oh God,
because I would have known you trying to do that to my dad. You're going to try and deceive him and try and play. First of all, once it goes next to his bed, that's his. Don't touch it. See, this is where people say, once again, I don't agree with physical violence, but this is one instance where this stuff works. If my dad were to take something from me and say, don't you use this and put this next to his bed, I would be, and I went and I took it anyway, my life would be in jeopardy that day. You hear me? My dad, I know, and my dad would be like, you got the balls? I know that because that's my dad's turn. You got the balls to really, after I took it from you and told you not to use it because you're on punishment, you got the balls to go in my room and take what?
They took the phone out the case. I applaud that creativity.
Put them upside. They left the laptop there. I went and woke them up. I said, come here. I said, y'all come here. I need to talk to y'all about something. They, walk in my room. They're like, yes, ma'am. I said, go on and go get your phone. And they started walking and go. I said, no, go get your phone. And what we are, I said, no, go get the phone because that's just the case. And they looking at me like,
she caught us.
Yeah, I ain't put the battery back. Somebody would have gripped up. That's why I got a court date.
I be wanting to snatch
That's why I got a court date.
That's why I got a court date.
Snatch them because when they were a little bit smaller, like Carly learned quicker. I think Carly maybe got one spanking, and she like, I don't want no part of it. Tam, she got a couple spankings growing up, and I didn't have to take her to the ground when she was younger. Like, girl, who you think you talking to?
Your kids like they nickels in the street, like that.
My baby girl, the biggest one in the house. She bigger than me. She taller than me. That's what I mean. She's taller than me. She not.
She get the best. She sometimes she can take you. You feel like she get a little advantage.
I wish she would.
Our kids, it is a point where they are a little stronger than you, probably. Just a little bit.
That's why I do my 40 push-ups in the morning every day.
I wish she would.
That's why I do my 40 push-ups. That's why I got lawyer fees.
Trina, that was a smart move, right, Trina? I say get a girl's credit. Shawty said you gonna give me your phone, and they laid it down. They just
but the reason why you can't. But this is the reason why you don't have to explain to them what the punishment is gonna be, because on a higher level of things. When people start doing that, the deception goes further.
Oh, you sneaky.
The deception goes further because now I can't trust you.
Yeah, now when y'all want to go to the movies with y'all friends, remember when I told you to put them phones and y'all went to, I can't send you to the movies with your friend.
Morning, Mark.
I don't know what, you going to stay in the movie? You going to leave?
Ooh.
I don't know. You can come now. I don't want to go watch the movie. I watch the movie right here on my TVs.
Catch a charge, yeah. Child, that line make me want to catch a charge. You felt dumb as hell. That's why.
That's why she got mad, Stacey. That's what it was. They outsmarted her, so now she feel like, all right,
no, but and that is hilarious.
Well, that pissed me off because I'm like, these niggas done what they done because they know I'm not paying attention to it like that because that's how I sit my phone. If it ain't on the little stand. I sit my phone down, and they like, we gonna sit our phones down too. And it wasn't nothing but them plastic cases. I said, boy, these niggas right
Right,
here.
I probably get one of them phones that don't do nothing except they just have 2 numbers in it. I might have cut the phone off for a week.
Right.
Girl smart. I got bail money for you though. Exactly.
But
Exactly.
like, Stu, we ain't never do no stuff like that. when we was growing
No,
up.
because we didn't do stuff like that because
Our
it
phones
was
didn't have phone cases.
no.
back then. We had
Let me
flip
tell you
phones
something.
and
Because
old-
we knew, and I'm not saying this is bad or good. I don't do it. I'm saying it, but we knew the punishment that was coming was going to be so painful. And it was really going to be boy, let me tell you something. These kids don't understand what trying to act grown is. When you tried to act grown, when we was coming up, when you tried to act grown, you got treated like somebody from the streets. Oh, you want to act grown and you want to act grown? Okay, well, what we going to do is I don't even know your name now. Pow.
Yeah.
Pow, pow,
the Batman.
bam,
Boom.
wham, boom.
Wham.
Somebody would have swallowed that phone case. If that was back when I grew up, they would have tried to shove that phone case down your throat.
You want to be smart? All right, I got you.
You want to make a phone call? You want to dial from your. You going to dial from your stomach. You going to dial your stomach. Man, listen, Nikki White, my daughter jumped at me one time. Oh, I bloodied her nose, and she never tried that again. Sucker punched her ass at 13. Jeez, Nikki White.
And leave it to Nikki though. Nikki always take it there.
But if you step to somebody,
But you gonna jump at me and you 13? Oh no. Because I tell mine all the time, y'all can be 40 or you can be teenagers. Which one you want me? You want me to treat you like I treated that woman in the grocery store? Or do you want me to treat you like you my kids? And they be like, we want you to treat us like okay. Because I tell them all the time, y'all really don't know y'all mama.
Well, speaking of violence,
what we got?
Just Jay Prince thing and Offset and this is so that cousin who got on and was talking to Jay Prince responded, I should say. And
yeah,
this thing is all out of pocket right now. This is all out of pocket. Jay Prince.
So this is all over the Takeover's death. So Takeover murdered in Texas. And
Take off.
What I said?
Takeover.
I'm mad my son nose bled at 11. So Stacey Mitchell said my son's nose bled at 11.
We not talking about violence, y'all. Like this turned into something else, Mike. People talking about beating up their 11-year-olds and 13-year-olds.
I'm glad I don't have no sons.
But with Takeoff being murdered, Jay Prince was allegedly his son had something to do with it or knew about it, and
I preface everything. I preface everything by saying I don't know if there's anybody who can step. I don't know if there's anybody who can step in and settle this down. This was for me, $1 million worth of game was. I watched the whole thing, and I kind of understand why people are upset.
Oh well, what happened? You watched it last night?
Yeah, I watched. I can't watch the whole. I can't watch the whole thing. But what I did was I went to where the drama began when Jay Prince started commenting on the relationship between the two and started commenting on how my family had never been attacked and basically tried to put blame on them because somebody. Okay, I shouldn't say blame. I'm not even gonna say blame. I'm just gonna say basically he was like when one of your people banishes a weapon against somebody, then they're gonna respond. Now, to be clear, the young man what was the third member of Migos? I gotta write these cats' names.
Takeoff, Quavo, Offset.
So Offset is Cardi B's husband. Takeoff is no longer with us. And
so Takeoff basically caught it. That gunshot, from what I saw, got caught because somebody that was with him allegedly pulled out the hammer and must have made a threat. And then that poor young man caught it. So he was kind of trying to say, well, when you do that, then, you
got to expect this. You want to be pulling out
heat.
So
Gilly had a good point. But when you're with the Prince family, we have been led to believe that when you're with the Prince family, it's supposed to be all good. The respect factor for the Prince family is supposed to override all this. This is what we've been led to believe. This is not what I said. I'm just telling you what the public has been led to believe, and that didn't happen. So Jay Prince basically tried to put, and then he started bringing up the relationship between them, and I was like,
It's a lot of talk.
I was like, what'd you say?
What was the relationship? Tell us.
No, that it wasn't good. That Offset doesn't have a good relationship in general with his with the brothers and Migos.
Okay.
And the family wasn't messing with them. Now, if
God wasn't with Offset,
yeah, the Offset, who's the one who didn't perform at the Grammys?
Offset.
Okay, so the relationship, everybody basically, you're the problem. Without saying it, those weren't his words. You're the problem, and they wasn't messing with you. And this, that, and then yesterday.
But he wasn't even there when all that happened. So, but go ahead.
Well, it go back to some other stuff.
Okay. So then fast forward, Cardi B's husband is Takeover. Offset. So
Jay Prince talking about Offset or Takeover?
We're talking about Offset.
Okay.
And he was saying that you have been the problem and they don't even mess with you. Basically, I'm just paraphrasing, which I thought was a little. I think there are codes being broken, and I think social media and these podcasts have made codes be broken because everybody says this. Why didn't you call me? You had my number. But they say this while they're talking on a podcast. So what you're saying is that now you have an opportunity to call them, and you decided to say it on here. Everybody got an opportunity to pick up the phone. So when you say you have my number, the response can be, yeah, but you have his number. And now you're deciding to respond on here instead of doing exactly what you said is supposed to be done. Okay, fast forward, a cousin comes on. We played the cousin video, and the cousin says, you no longer can come to Atlanta. Well, the same cousin made a video yesterday. Now, once again, I preface all this. I hope there's somebody that can come and intervene with this. I hope that there's somebody who can sit everybody down. I don't know who that person is. Somebody mentioned Farrakhan. Do you know how many times Farrakhan has had to come down and sit rappers down to try and settle something and try to enlighten rappers on what it is? Like, and Farrakhan could be 80 years old at this point. How many times can we keep going to Farrakhan and say, Farrakhan, can you please? And listen, Minister Farrakhan is the person I would call, but damn. If he says, look, I'm tired of y'all, I would understand it. Well, anyway, the cousin said we on our way. The cousin that made the video about Atlanta.
Oh, the one that said don't come to Atlanta. Shh. He said he on his way.
We'll see you in a few. Jay Prince, we on the way to Houston.
This is not going to end well. Yeah, you're right. This is not going to end well.
And Jay Prince was the one that used to be able to talk to people because he's the old.
But since when we do that on the internet? Since when he ain't doing nothing.
But this is what I'm saying. The social media and these podcasts have gotten us to think. Now it's become a natural thing that if you really have a severe problem with somebody, you're going, he's 89.
Oh, Jay Prince. Oh, you talking about Mr. Brown? I'm about to say, but he still can be helpful because people respect him. So it ain't a lot of people that both sides respect.
But do you know he's respect him enough?
But do you know he's been trying to enlighten people since the 90s? At a certain point, don't you go, dog? Y'all just don't listen.
89 years old. That's not a joke.
He's really 89?
Yes.
Damn.
He ain't got time. He's trying to enjoy his last.
And he's trying to lead the people that are listening, whether you agree with the religion or don't agree or that culture or that spirituality, he's still leading his flock and going to them because they want to listen. But Farrakhan's like, dog, I've been telling y'all this since the 90s. How many times?
Wait, he was walking down
apartments.
He was walking down apartment steps.
He was walking down apartment steps.
Like it's over there on campus.
We'll see you in a few. Jay Prince, we on the way to Houston.
It's 3 levels. That's a 3-level apartment.
And everybody can joke.
Getting his goons.
Everybody can joke if you want, but when you go get the goons, those are the apartments that you go to. Those are the apartments that you go to. That's where don't nobody meet up at a 5,000 square foot home. You go to the apartment complex with no gate code. There's no gate. You just
but the gate don't work.
The gate don't work. The gate just stay open. The gate stay open. There's no water. There's no water in the pool ever. There's no water in the apartment complex pool. The
But
gym,
but
the
Mike,
gym,
you really don't believe that.
Ain't no gym.
no,
You really
the
don't
gym,
believe.
the gym. All the gym has is a jump rope. That's all the gym has is one jump
Just
rope.
one jump rope they got shared.
That's all the equipment they have. That's all the equipment they have is a jump rope. That's it.
Oh God.
But what I'm saying is, yeah, I'm like, we put this on video. Like we actually do this.
The problem is not really him going to see Jay Prince. It's him trying to call Jay Prince out and punking him in public to where so now his people is going to feel like we need to shut homie up. Like he's doing too much. But I don't really believe that the cousin is legit packing up the car and we're going to ride. We're going to holler at you in your area. No. He ain't
Okay. Yeah.
But he's putting himself in harm's way now because now people are going to be looking for you.
No,
now you living with your head on a swivel consistently. And that ain't fun living like that.
And let's be clear, as terrified as people were of Suge Knight, there's always a time when when somebody steps and somebody no longer cares. We never in a million years thought Suge Knight would get knocked out by a barber. We never thought that was going to happen. We thought he was going to scare everybody forever.
He was intimidating a lot of folks.
He ain't scared 50, but because I saw that story last night about how he came to a 50's in the club video shoot with like 30 Mexican goons. And
who did?
Suge, sidebar. Suge came to a video set. This story has been told by 50. This story has been told by other people who witnessed it. And it was just 50 and a few of his dudes. And the director left. Everybody left. They said, Suge's here. And 50 was like, all right. And he came in with his Mexican, like 30 or 40 of whoever he had with him. And 50 stepped to him, was like, what you want to do? And ain't nothing happened. And that was the end of that. So I'm just saying, unfortunately, there are people in these streets who don't give a damn about what we care about. Shit, I say
throw your whole life away and say, I'm on my way. I'm coming to see you, son. Get ready. We bringing everything.
Hundreds of people throw their lives away every day because of this nonsense. Mm-hmm. Every single day, somebody says, "Oh, word, okay." Coming now, understand. This is so bad because there's gonna be somebody, and this is why I say I hope somebody intervenes. Somebody is going to catch it that had nothing to do with this. Yeah. They just happen to be in the space and realm of when this is going to go down, because now everybody is hyping everybody up. Everybody in these cliques are telling, no, we need to do this. We need to do, and nobody. And I thought Jay Prince was always the level-minded one to me. So this is scary. And then this is the only thing we're good for. All we're good for is paying respect to people after it happens. Oh, that's sad. We got to change things.
Yeah, we got to change. We can't keep doing this, y'all. We killing ourselves.
We got to change things.
Yeah, somebody should intervene.
We got to change things.
We saw the progression. Nobody jumped in to say nothing.
This is gonna end poorly, crashing and burning out for being emotional, all this based on
a tragedy.
Nobody should, in my opinion, on both sides. I don't know why anybody comment, but I ain't, listen, man, y'all do you. I'm just saying, man, please somebody jump in. We can't even call Jay-Z because Jay-Z got a mess of his own going on. He got all types.
I have no person that I'm sitting there trying to think outside of Minister Farrakhan.
Ain't nobody got Obama's number, and Obama's like, you got to be kidding me.
The family is Jay Prince. That's the elder. Right? It's Jay Prince.
Could Master P step in? Master P is well respected, right? And him and Jay Prince, they take, like I can see.
Master P can't even get along with his son.
I don't think P can.
No, not P.
I mean, people have respect for Jay Prince. They looked at him, I don't know how they view him now, but I mean, I know there was a lot of respect for him, not so much for Jay Prince Jr., but for the senior, they moved for him.
Now, if there was somebody,
they really got to be worried about.
Diddy's all about love,
because Jay Prince Jr. doesn't think or move like his dad. He's more of a hothead firecracker. So he'll respond quick. Jay Prince will be
if there's a person that deserves to call the troops from that third floor apartment, if there's one person who deserves to be wilding right now, is President Joey B.
Why?
Jay Black did not give a proper assessment of the State of the Union. Jay Black did not give. First of all, that State of the Union has gone down in history as the rowdiest, most disrespectful State of the Union in the history of State of the Unions. But that's not why Joey B should be calling his goons from the apartment. He should be calling his goons from the apartment because his wife, the first lady, went out in the crowd and kissed another man, smack dead on the lips in front of the entire world. I wish you would.
Wait, you saying Jill Biden kissed somebody on the lips?
Kiss somebody dead on the lips. It offended my mom. My mom was watching it and said, why would she kiss that man on the lips? She kissed him dead on the lips and not only social media. No, it's some dude that is some dude, some constituent. I don't know. I don't know. We can't hear you.
Clip, Shawnee, you muted.
That was Kamala Harris' husband.
And they kissed each other.
That was the first man. What is he called? Kamala Harris.
He just called Kamala Harris's husband. That's all.
That was her husband kissing Jill Biden on the lips.
Yeah, they kissed each other on the lips. I don't understand it. I mean, I know people that do that, but I don't understand that.
Holy shit!
Now that happened to me at a
they
job.
do a lot of. Go ahead. What?
That happened to me at a job when I was I think I was 21 years old, and it was around Christmas time. And people were giving each other Christmas hugs before we went on break and everything like that. And I remember this one lady kissed me on the lips and said, "Merry Christmas." I said, "What did she just do?"
Merry Christmas.
She just gave Merry Christmas. I said, "What?" Like, and she called me soft. Now I realize that when people say, the person kissed you and you ain't kissed back, like, and the person always said, "Well, did you kiss her back? Did you kiss him back?" No, I didn't kiss anybody back. She just reached in. I said, "What? You kiss each other?"
I can't even get it. I can't even reopen it. Like it's
well, I did see when I did look just now. They said that it was just the wrong camera angles. They really didn't kiss on.
Oh no! You wasn't on TikTok last night. They were showing all types of camera angles last night. I don't even know where they be getting these videos from. Y'all really are masters at getting. I don't know who's getting all this. They went. They got a close up.
Let me see a picture.
They got a close up of the lips on each other.
Oh, that is.
What we doing? What we doing right here?
Oh, that's it.
What we doing right here? What is that? And you closed your eyes. Heifer, you closed your eyes.
Yo, that's a real lip kiss.
What we doing right here, yo? Now it lasted in real time. See, the picture makes everything. If it lasted in real time, really, like, it didn't even last a second. It was.
Are they holding hands too?
Yeah, it started with a handshake.
And then they kissed. It was. I mean, but it was.
And you know they on the road together. They do a lot of because they're the second and first or whatever. They do. Wow.
Hey,
they smashing. You think? You think she's a smutting? You think she's smutting like that?
Well, what you doing, girl? Girl, what? Why your husband ain't why your husband ain't do nothing about that balloon? What you doing? Girl, come here, girl. Why eggs cost
Jill
so much?
Biden's smutting.
Why eggs cost so much? Yo, tell your husband we don't need him to run for another term. Well, how you doing, girl?
I ain't gonna say James calling her a hoe. I ain't gonna say she's a hoe, but
no, it's not our culture, y'all. I've seen it a bunch of times.
TP, what up, TP?
I've seen it a bunch of times at get-togethers, and working around, white people. They're cool with it. I've seen husbands stand right next to their wives while they gave a peck to a dude to say hello.
You think Joey be okay with that?
They might be. I see people do that.
No, is she okay with Joey B being creepy around kids? I guess he's okay with her because Joey B be creepy around kids. I wouldn't let my kid around him. Was she thinking? What was she thinking in her head singing, "I'll make love to you like you want me to"?
I don't think she was thinking that.
How you doing, baby? How's everything?
But it was a quick little thing.
But no, there's no such thing as a.
Kamala is standing right on the side of him. She saw it. It wasn't like she wasn't there. She ain't.
But Kamala, what's she gonna do? She can't do shit.
She didn't she wasn't outraged. Like
she can't be outraged.
Cared. It couldn't have been me because I would have grabbed somebody's hair.
Could that have been the first time that happened?
No, the only thing Kamala's worried about is getting her shot to run for the presidency. She don't care about her husband is just there to be the first man. That's all he's there for. She don't give a damn.
I wouldn't have been able to do it. I wouldn't even care what was going on. Somebody's hair would be grabbed.
No way, boy.
What we doing about healthcare? We're gonna do something about healthcare. Tell your husband everybody needs healthcare. God damn it.
Is the black lady for me? Let me see the black lady.
The black lady just smiling.
Like that's what we doing.
She said,
Look, she's looking at Kamala. She's trying to find Kamala. She was like, "Oh, look at this bitch."
You see you, dude? I saw Tom.
Yeah.
What we gonna do about the infrastructure of the country? How you been? How's everything?
Oh, Sheree said, Mike, you bugging, Mike. She said, you must be thinking it's a joke. Are you really seriously thinking that there's something sexual going on because they kissed on the lips? Like,
yeah, I do. And I think Joey B, if you look at the videos, Joey B is very creepy around kids. So yeah, I do.
So you really think they smashing?
Yeah.
So,
first of all, I've never
kiss
seen
on the lips and it's innocent. That's what Sheree is saying.
I have watched State of the Unions. My dad had me watching State of the Unions since I would watch him watch the State of the Unions. The only reason why I'm into politics is because of my father, because he introduced me to it. That has never been done ever at a State of the Union. People are not kissing each other on the lips when they know the camera is directly on. They ain't even sneak this. Joey B missed the kiss. His ass was sleeping. Yeah, he was busy. Trust me. This is crazy. The lady in the picture's face is everything. She's like,
I see what's going on here.
That's the same face that black woman makes at her church when a pastor goes down and starts hugging up on the congregation and like, hey, how you been? Bless you. And,
you think Kamala do? Go ahead.
And the hand be on their lower back and bless you. Make sure you come to my office so we can pray together.
No.
You think he really want white women instead of Kamala? Now I'm looking at her. I'm thinking Jill's the smut, but wait, what does he got going on?
Wait a second. You think he already got a white woman? He got Kamala.
Well,
stop. Stop.
Y'all stop it. Y'all really think Kamala down with us?
She Indian. I ain't never said she was black because when she ran for Senate, they said she's the first Indian one. So she Indian in my book.
Kathy Black said, "Did you see how many women a president kisses walking down the aisles of Congress? I'll wait. I ain't gotta wait.
It'd be like the cheeks and her. I don't see them doing a Richard Dawson.
Kathy, let me tell y'all what your woman gonna stop doing. Y'all gonna stop actually comparing her to being the president. She ain't the president. She a figurehead. She's just there. She's the first lady. She's just there. Get mad if you want. Michael Shaw, mumble and kiss reenactment. Yeah, good girl. You know, I'm glad. You know, has your husband talked to Obama lately? Has he talked to Obama? Do they still talk? I heard Obama don't even answer his phone calls. How you been?
Nikki Shady.
No, listen. When the mainstream news, this ain't just TikTok. This ain't just Instagram. This ain't just Twitter. It's the mainstream media was like, what? Matter of fact, other white folks was like, what?
What is going on around here?
Did you see
Tam.
Good morning, Tam. Did you see what she did? It was hilarious to me. It was hilarious.
Yeah.
Hit the allegedly button. Let's hit the allegedly. I got an allegedly for you guys. I don't think y'all heard of this one.
Wait. You got allegedly?
Yeah, all the stories that we said. We reserved the right to retract anything, especially me, because I'm just going off what I read a few days ago. But facts. Kamala turned black for the presidential nomination. Thank you, Afro Queen.
Let's get this mother crawl.
Yo, what's up?
Baby, let's go.
Allegedly. What? With Sexy Mo. Powered by Media Room 360 TV.
Also, it's the top of the hour. 2 minutes before the top of the hour on the East Coast. 8 o'clock. 2 minutes before 8 o'clock on the East Coast. 2 minutes before 7 a.m. on Central Standard Time. And it's a lot earlier on the West Coast. If you're on the West Coast, thank you. Mike F. and Shawn. She's the Whitney of Bel Air. Yeah, I guess she is. That's hilarious. All right. So one of Dallas's favorite former NFL players, Michael Irvin, has been kicked off the NFL Network Super Bowl broadcast because of an interaction that happened with him. And I guess she must work for the network or she must be a bigwig for the network. I don't have her name, but they had an encounter in a hotel lobby after Michael Irvin had come back, you know, I'm assuming partying. And well, he should. It's a Super Bowl. You out there in the Super Bowl, you in Arizona, you chilling, and you go out and do your thing. She says he said some inappropriate things to him. They yanked him off the broadcast, said he will not be part of the Super Bowl broadcast. Michael Irvin's response was, I am baffled. I'm baffled. Our contact was no more than 45 seconds. She walked off. It seemed like everything was good, and now I'm off the broadcast.
Wait, is it a white lady?
I don't know if it's a white lady. I should have looked it up. I was falling asleep watching basketball last night when I should have been prepping. But whoever it is,
did he take his wife with him?
Did he what?
Did he take his wife with him? If he took his
working.
wife,
He's working.
Yeah, but you know what?
He's
Mike
working.
got too many issues. He need to take his wife with him, so he's
working.
Well, he ain't working now.
He's working.
He ain't working now.
Michael Irvin suspended. Let me see if I can get this suspended.
He ain't working now. He should have took Sandy right on with him.
I want to know if it's a white woman just making this up on him, because we before you start bashing him, man.
So quickly, it said you won't see Michael Irvin on TV this week covering the Super Bowl, as the Dallas Cowboy legend and Pro Football Hall of Famer has been benched by the broadcaster due to a misconduct allegation made by a woman the former wide receiver encountered at a hotel. That's all. Michael Irvin will not be part of the president of communications said in a statement to the Dallas Morning News. Update: Michael Irvin will no longer make his Friday guest appearance on First Take on ESPN. They yanked him off of ESPN2. He got snatched off of that because of this. Spokesperson Irvin won't be involved in the NFL network of ESPN Super Bowl coverage this week following a brief exchange with a woman in a hotel lobby. So I don't see any pictures.
Yeah, the research department joined in, Mike. He said that the woman's identity was not yet released. Thanks, research department. He's back.
Irvin said they spoke briefly and their only physical contact was a parting handshake. Okay.
Yeah, he says we shook hands, then I left. That's all I know.
Hey, Tran.
Now, honestly, he says I'm a bit baffled with it all. Irving told the Dallas Morning News this all happened in a 45-second conversation in the lobby. When I got back after going out, I came into the lobby and I talked to somebody. I talked to this girl. I don't know her. And I talked to her for about 45 seconds. We shook hands and then I left. That's all I know in an interview with the Fan at 105.3 The Fan that's in Dallas. It's been reported that a spokesperson for the Glendale Police Department said they had no knowledge of any reported incident involving Irving, which is a good thing. Of course, if you forgot, in 2018, Irving was named in a sexual harassment lawsuit filed against the NFL Network. Now, this is what you need to know. This is why this punishment was levied so quickly. He had a 2018, Irvin was named in a sexual harassment lawsuit filed against the NFL Network and also served a previous suspension by the company in 2017. The Broward County, Florida state's attorney chose not to pursue charges against Irving after a sexual assault investigation. He denied the allegations. Now we continue. In 2011, a settlement was reached in a civil lawsuit that accused Irving of sexual battery. In 1997, a woman that then accused Irving and former teammate Eric Williams of rape in 1996, which he proved to be innocent with. She recanted her story and admitted she lied, according to police. So the NFL Network has already had some issues.
ESPN.
They've already had some issues. So when somebody else came, they were like,
But we shouldn't jump. We shouldn't jump immediately. Like he sounds like he said I am totally perplexed. Like he don't even know. So why should we react and jump without knowing?
Because the NFL Network said we already rolled out with you for the last one.
But that don't mean that this I was proven.
No, do you think the NFL Network got time to be sitting here worrying?
Innocent or guilty?
No, he came to a settlement with that one.
But Shawnee could have said, look, y'all, I was there, he did this to me, and they're gonna fight just because somebody made one allegation. Like, don't you gotta investigate?
Jay,
it just happened.
How many chances do you get? When does it not become coincidence anymore? I'm not saying he even did this. I'm not saying
he should have took Sandy with him to stay out of trouble, because then it wouldn't be no trouble.
Now he might be 1,000% innocent. All I'm saying is the NFL Network, the last time it happened, probably said, "This is it. We ain't got no more."
I don't know about this, Mike.
I just read you a laundry list of what the NFL has done.
Mike, I used to steal cars as a kid. just because now a car is stolen near me, I'm immediately guilty.
No, that first of all,
like,
that is so vague. That's, no.
No, you're assuming because of what
your
happened in the past.
Your employee has already gone through this 2 times. You're going to fire the person, so I don't even know why Jay Black trying to.
I'm going to fully investigate before you take actions like that.
Dog, it's the Super Bowl. We don't have time to investigate your nonsense that you get yourself into.
But don't you have rights as a person?
Dog, no, you don't. When you're they've already warned them. Obviously, by this, they already told them. Dog, we can't do
nobody, but anybody can make, like I say, you can say he touched you or said something inappropriate to you, and it's the first person, like, damn, like, where's my support? Where's somebody?
Michael Irvin came back from a night of party and saw a chick in the lobby, said something slick to her and shook her hand and kept it moving. And probably said something offensive and shook her hand and kept it moving. Listen, if he's innocent, he's innocent. But I understand why the NFL Network is like, dog, we can't have our lawyers be preoccupied with you. And we can't have
because past issues. But go ahead.
And we can't have you on the broadcast. And then this lady comes out, and then what if she proves this is what happened? Because there's hotel footage, there's cameras in the lobby, there's video in the lobby to see what their bodies were telling. What you can tell if somebody's offended by some of what somebody said. The NFL Network is not just going to drop Michael Irvin because they like iffy on stuff.
Yeah, one more incident, you're out. You're out of here. One more. Let me get one more allegation, no matter if it's proven to be true or not in the beginning.
If there are no cameras, let me tell you something. If there are no cameras at the bar, and my employee told me,
hell no.
If my employee told me you got one more time with this, which kind of happened, but not technically, but kind of, and I sit at the bar and I say, dog, I sat at the bar for an hour. I ain't drink nothing. And there's no cameras to prove I didn't. And they said, you got one more shot. And I did that. And I put myself in that situation. I'm not mad at them. But that's Michael Irvin.
Local law enforcement agencies said that they have no knowledge of any incident involving Irvin. Meanwhile, claims that there's absolutely no sexual wrongdoing. He's perplexed. So what, he might have shook her hand and said, Dad, you thick.
Hey, Jay, what do you... Yeah, exactly.
You can say, Dad, sure, you thick, and now I lose the job.
You know you can't say that to your coworker.
I don't know. I don't know what he said. I don't know what he said.
Oh, whoever
we don't know
lady,
who the person
obviously
is.
This lady has something to do with the NFL Network because she knew exactly who to go to. She knew exactly who to complain to.
Yeah.
And she was probably like, he got one more time to say something crazy to me. He got one more time. And he chose the wrong time to say, you want to come up to my room? How about this? I'll give you the analogy. So you sure you don't want to come to my room? Don't you say that to me. All right, cool. Talk to you later. That's all he had to say. And you going to tell me in your heart of hearts, if you had to bet money that something like that didn't come out his mouth in that hotel lobby after he came back from partying, then you're not being honest, Jay. Because if you had to bet your mortgage on it, you would bet he said something.
But I wouldn't assume to take the man to take his money, and now you sideline and you staying now, the reputation, you might lose your other job. Like your whole life could be over.
That's like just he did lose his other job.
I know, that's why I said he's going to lose everything. There's no way he's going to be on.
But he's lost other jobs because of this behavior.
It better be some cameras. Yeah, said Ray Rice. Yeah. With a shook her hand, give him a fist bump.
So anyway, and I don't like Michael Irvin on TV. I don't even understand how Michael Irvin got a job on TV, but I get it. And I get loud and everything like that. But the more you yell about sports, the more they show you on TV. So, and he's a cowboy. With Michael Irvin's background, I'm pretty sure he could care less about this.
But what else he gonna do to Shambi?
I think he could care because I think he really likes being a star.
Yeah, he loves that.
He gonna go work for the Cowboys? I mean, what he gonna do?
Jerry Jones will always hire him. Yeah, yeah.
That'd be funny if Jerry's like,
I can't message you right now.
We got a lot going on over here.
I got my racist picks when I was a kid.
I got picks being a derailed.
Jerry Jones had sexual harassment against him.
Jerry's like, I got enough problems. I got sexual harassment charges. I got a baby mom who took me to court for a kid that I had like 35 years ago or something like that. I don't know, man. Just chill. Just lay low for a little bit, Mike. I can hit you off with a little bit of bread, and if you need
Dana
some money,
Fields, good morning.
Yeah, I don't know if we're gonna be able to bring you. And did you see the way Dak played? I got problems of my own. Did you see the way Dak played in that last game? I got to figure that whole thing out.
And I still ain't never hired a black coach. So hold on.
Still ain't never hired a black coach. Like, what you want me to do? Like, you're putting a lot of pressure on me right now, son. You're putting a lot of pressure on me. Like, come on, man. I got one black guy who's throwing interceptions. I got another black guy who's made. Listen, hold on. I got one black guy who can't complete a pass, and I got another black guy making passes. Listen, man. Y'all,
oh, boom, boom, boom.
Y'all killing me right now. What y'all want me to do? There's only so much a white billionaire can do, my dude. Like, I know it's my country. I know it's my city. I know it's my state. But damn it, man. Like, hell. So I don't know if Michael Irvin left Arizona. I don't know if he came back home.
I'm sure he's embarrassing out of there.
And if
I
he
hope
did
he
not
came back home. I hope he went home.
now the one bad thing is when something like that occurs and you didn't bring your wife to Arizona, like Shawnee said, which let's be clear, as much as y'all probably think Shawnee was being like just being slick with it. If you want to be safe and you know you got some problems in your past, you probably should bring your wife.
Take your wife.
And you probably should have her next to you to be like, yo, let me just stay next to me because these chicks be wilding and say that I said this and I said that and I said this. But you didn't because all the other players didn't. Most of them didn't. And they was like, it's party time in Arizona. Let's keep it 100. But yeah, that's all I got. Oh, and I got another story. And
Sandy is a sister.
That's why I literally just went to go Google to see what his wife looked like.
Yeah,
they've been married since 1990.
Sandy, I don't know where she from, but I always say she looked like one of them Oak Cliff girls.
Yeah, she been through all the bodies. Michael Irvin and Court body. She been through it all.
She's
She
a real
a
one. Okay.
She a soldier. She a soldier right there. She's the type that says y'all heifers ain't gonna break up this. Y'all ain't gonna break up this because I'm living an excellent life right now. I don't care what he do. Don't bring it home. Like, understand, he was married. I'm gonna say allegedly, but I know this for a fact. He was married, right, to her. And when he was accused of rape, him and a teammate, he was married. Just shows you how much cats ain't going to prison. He brought the video. She didn't know she was videoed. And they brought the video into court. And they played the video. This is why he was married. She's a soldier. Please give her a round of applause.
She's an Apollo legend.
She is an Apollo legend, yo. There's only one woman higher than her, and that's Cookie. That's it. She is the only person who can ride, who I choose over her is Cookie. That is amazing. You had to sit in court when he was coming in with the fur coats and the whole, and I'm pretty sure they were married then because you told me they were married.
She was there. She had braids. I remember that. She had. So we wearing our braids to the back.
All right. So let me get this last. I just got I'm gonna do what Mo says. Mike says you told me only 2 stories. 1990, Tajabi says you do know that's the same year that Chubb Rock jumped upon the scene with Clean in the hardcore. It was me because RoboCop last year was a shot.
In your Mo voice. Speaking of Michael Irvin, Michael Shawn.
Speaking of Michael Irvin, there's another thing that I'm upset about. We all know that school systems in this country are struggling in certain cities, in certain areas, in certain parts. Mm-hmm. And I don't get this. In Philadelphia, they have decided that they are going to let the kids go to school late on Monday. They're going to have a delayed start on Monday because the Super Bowl happens on Sunday. Yeah. Do y'all think the kids are hungover or something? Like what? Why are y'all
making this a story? Like, really? You don't understand it?
Do you know how stupid this is?
The kids.
I can see Jobs. Saying, I know y'all gonna be partying. I know y'all gonna be. I already know we're not having no meetings because I already know y'all gonna all come in here smelling like liquor. Why are you allowing the kids? The Super Bowl starts at 6:30. The game will be over by 8:30, the latest.
No, it's 3 hours. At least, no, it's going to be longer than the normal game is 3 hours. Now,
so 9 o'clock. These kids don't go to sleep.
No, it's extended halftime.
No, it's going to be over by. It's always over by 9 o'clock.
I guarantee you, the Super Bowl will not be over by 9 p.m.
I bet you $50.
Well, take that bet. I take it.
It'll be over by 9 o'clock.
Kickoff is at 6:30, 6:40, whatever time the kickoff is.
The only thing that's extended is halftime.
It's gonna be at least 9:30. At least 9:30.
The only thing is
so the game ain't gonna be over.
I'm not even betting.
No, you bet. It's $50.
No, but okay. But stay to my point.
Exactly.
No. I'm not betting. I take it back.
No,
we ain't shake on it. Ain't
better.
nobody scared of you. Who you, Jay Prince, motherfucker? Ain't nobody worried about you.
My Jay Prince.
I took the bet back.
You can't take a bet back.
I took it back. We ain't shake on it. If you want to go by rules,
how we gonna shake on the wheel Zoom?
Exactly. Then you shouldn't make a bet. You shouldn't make a bet when you in the square. You shouldn't make a bet. My point is, what do y'all?
Why you take the bet back?
What do y'all? Better because he realized that I was right, and then that he would have, usually say 75 cents.
Can I get to the point of this whole thing? The whole thing is that y'all want the kids to go to school late because of what? They not going to bed at 2:00 in the morning.
I'm gonna tell you why.
For what? And let me tell you something. If the Eagles lose, even though I'm rooting for the Eagles for different reasons, if the Eagles lose, what are y'all really gonna have them to come in this? What are y'all making? And this is the funny thing. They say they're doing it for the kids. Y'all not doing it for the kids. Y'all doing it for the teachers. Y'all doing it for the teachers who are going to party. Y'all ain't doing this. These kids ain't going to the bar. I hope.
The Super Bowl is a major deal. The kids are going to be up watching this game. And then after the Eagles win, there's going to be a lot of excitement. People are going to be in the streets. There's going to be every news coverage. They're going to be up, excited, and happy. For morale aspect, for city unity, it all makes clear sense. This is a special moment. The Super Bowl is the biggest sport event, period.
It's just a Super Bowl.
So what's a little 2-hour delay?
What does it have to do with a third grader? The third grader ain't even watching it.
But the third graders' parents and everyone else is a big moment.
Okay, so then it's not about the kids.
No, it's about everyone. I mean, of course, you got elementary school people. When I would as a youngster, I loved the Eagles.
Yes,
so
and you know what we do? And you know what we did the next day? Do you know what we did the next day? We went to school. We all went to school.
Well, the Eagles didn't win a lot of Super Bowls.
No, the Eagles went to a Super Bowl in the 80s, and y'all went to school on Monday because I lived in South Jersey. We all went to school on Monday. We all went to school.
The teachers, principals, janitors, bus drivers, everybody's going to be hungover. Everybody's hanging out.
But this is what I'm talking about, y'all.
It's a big deal. You're a party pooper. You're just a party pooper.
It's not about the kids. Stop saying it's for the kids.
High school is kids.
It's not about the
middle schoolers are kids.
No, it's not about the kids. It's about the teachers who are going to be out running this. First of all, the teachers is 24 years old, so they're going to be in the streets over there if the Eagles win, burning down the city. They don't want the teachers coming in smelling like fire.
That's why we go back and forth. Yeah, Shawn want to know why Mike took the bet back. That's what she trying to figure out.
I took the bet back because I was like,
he said a bet.
No, because I'm sitting there going like, why am I betting $50 when I'm over here working? I'm going to UPS to go work. Why am I betting $50?
Thinking you gonna make 50, but the average game is 3 hours.
I stopped betting on DraftKings because of that. I was sitting there and I was winning on DraftKings, and I was like, "Why am I spending?" I just put $300 in DraftKings, and I'm packing boxes during the day. Like, you got to be kidding me.
And the streets are going to be crowded. It's going to be packed. There's going to be trash everywhere. For when we win.
For who? Who's gonna be out there causing this ruckus?
Oh, but you don't want the kids out there and all that mess and debris early morning. Give us time to clean up.
This is my problem.
It makes total sense.
This is my problem.
And then if it is I ain't even gonna say if it's a loss because I the letdown aspect, the energy level, but because we're going to win. But yeah,
y'all burning down the city, win or loss. But my point is this:
you think they not gonna let Pat Mahomes get his win this year? He had to back down.
No. Let me tell y'all something. The Eagle fans are in denial. I've said this on the sports podcast. I'm rooting for the Eagles for another reason. I'll talk about that sometime this week. But the NFL has a narrative, and the NFL is going to make it very difficult for the Eagles to win. Mike, not Jay Black.
That was a good one, right, Mark? That was a good line he said.
Jay Black.
If you watch that Kansas City, quick sports moment. If you watch the Kansas City and the Bengals game, you realize the NFL knows that Tom Brady is retired and they need a new face of the NFL. And that face happens to be Patrick Mahomes. And I'm not saying the Eagles can't win, but the officials are going to make it very, very difficult. If that game is close Trust me, I watched the game where the game was close, and those officials did everything in their power to make sure Cincinnati did not go to the Super Bowl. I ain't even a Cincinnati fan. So be clear. Be very clear. Shawnee brings up a good point. Be clear they're not calling roughing the passer on Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, because he's running down, he's scoring touchdowns right now.
But understand, be clear. They hit the white boy, Joe Burrows. They punched him in his chest in the end zone after he threw the ball, and they called nothing. And that's when I was like, oh, I see where this is going. Them kids don't even watch the bowl. I know they don't watch the bowl. Them kids ain't into the Super Bowl the way we were. And it's not like Uzi is performing. Yeah.
They got Rihanna. Going to do her 45-minute.
Yeah, but they don't really know Rihanna, but Lil Uzi Vert. Now, if Lil Uzi Vert, I'm pretty sure they're gonna play that song, so everybody just
the new Brady. That's what he is. He's the face of this league, and he's
hobbling around. Oh, look at him! Oh, look at the adversity. Oh, he's still going.
If you tap him late, they throwing flags, and I'm telling you.
But you don't get the morale aspect though of the city.
No, I don't, because this is where adults don't act like adults. This is what I'm talking about when adults act like kids, and they literally don't get that for years and years and years and years. When the Giants won the Super Bowl, we woke up at 4:30 in the morning and went and did the morning show. Everybody went to work.
Yeah, and now when the Cowboys won, we went to school. Now when they plan the parade, we be out for the parade.
Yeah.
That's going to be a delay too. Schools might be out for the parade.
And we acting like
for the parade. That makes sense. Like when didn't the Rockets win last year? The NBA. So
Golden State. No, Golden State won last year.
Golden State won
last year? No, Golden State.
Yeah, Golden State won the championship last year.
Last year?
Yeah.
Yes.
Seems like a long time ago.
Yeah,
wow, it does seem like a long time ago.
And they suck this year. Did y'all? Well, they don't suck, but they just average. Did y'all see the clip of Rihanna cursing the motto out? No, we did not see the clip.
No, it's 7:20. Gotta get to your head.
It's what?
7:20. We gotta get to your head story.
What is my head story? What's the lead story? You remind
me.
Drake. Oh, so we said Drake got bigger problems. Yesterday on the show, I said Drake got bigger problems than all this other stuff, and everybody's like, "What are you talking about? Drake ain't do nothing. Drake ain't do nothing." Let me tell you something. When they start mentioning your name in murder cases, even though you're not in the courtroom, when they start mentioning your name,
murder case for Drake.
Yes, for
what's going on?
Triple X, the young man who was killed and robbed after he left I think it was some type of shop. I don't know if it was a motorcycle shop or something like that. I'm using my FMLA day for parade. Go ahead, Nikki White Chocolate.
I see you there.
So the court case is going on, and Drake did have a verse after this all happened that was very pretty direct. But now they're asking, is this the lawyer talking about it?
Yes.
Oh, Tenshion.
Tenshion.
What? Go ahead.
And this is the lawyer now bringing things up. And this is where it starts, y'all. It all starts subtly. And this ain't even subtle. This is what the lawyer is asking questions.
Days after the event, he's killed by 2 masked men, right? He came out on social media and said, guys, before he does, if anybody kills me, it's Drake. Do you think in that time span that they went and they addressed him, they talked to him? No. Do you think sitting here today, years later, any detective has ever asked, Drake or anybody like that? No. They never did that. So you ask yourself, how could that be? If any of us is involved in, God forbid, in a murder, and you say, hey, it's so-and-so, you better believe so-and-so is going to get investigated. But in this case, they didn't do it. They didn't do it because it didn't comport with their version and their narrative. And as law enforcement, I think that they have the obligation to do so.
Now, they then had a guy on the witness stand. I didn't send this video, where the woman basically said, and she was on the opposite side, I guess the defendants, and she went, Drake, in my Soulja Boy voice, Drake. Now, the crazy thing is that Triple X said that before he passed away. If something happens, it was Drake and the OVOs and all that other stuff. And but then the lady has a man on the stand who's snitching on the people who actually did it. And she asked him, did Drake ever ask you, Aubrey so-and-so ever ask? He says, nope. And then they said, Drake had anything? Did anybody else outside circumstances plan it? He says, nope. And then, My thing is when your name is caught up and people are being questioned, this is a problem because this ain't gonna go away with social media. This ain't gonna go away. And of all people, just like Soulja Boy, Drake, I would have never thought Drake would be involved in something like this. But then when I heard the lyrics that he spit, this is all alleged. He damn near said that boy would still be alive if he had held his tongue during the mixtape, during the live.
Wait a minute. What's this?
That don't mean that Drake has something to do with the man's death. People say that about the boy, the snitch boy, Tekashi.
Oh,
they
the
say,
live he was talking all about Drake. The whole live that Drake is talking about
has something to do with killing somebody.
I'm not saying he does or he doesn't. I'm just saying the man said if something happens to me, it's so and so. Then he went on live and told Drake to do this, to do that, to do that. And then Drake, which I was like, why would you even say that lyric? Says if he would have held his tongue on the live, maybe he'd still be alive.
Is that maybe that is true, but that don't mean he got something to do with murder. They said named as a possible suspect, so not actually. So they saying that something that he said led to someone killing him, not necessarily Drake pulled the trigger. And that I think that's where they're going with, possibly named as a possible suspect.
Listen, people, this is alleged. This is all alleged. Allegedly, I'm just saying. I told y'all this like a week ago. We was talking about Drake yesterday, and I was like, he got bigger problems than this. Because if one of these prosecutors gets a bug up their ass and starts going, you know what? This would look pretty good if we could put this under our belt and make this happen. I'm just saying. They're going to come out and say Drake ain't write the lyrics.
He got a ghostwriter, right?
That would be hilarious, Ash. That would be hilarious records right there. That would be hilarious. I ain't write that. That would be the one time Drake come out publicly. I'm like, whoa.
That wasn't me. Oh, stop the press. Somebody get skills on the phone.
Okay, so listen, I'm upset. So I'm upset. He says Triple X. That's the only time I shot below the neck. You know, I'm upset. 50,000 on my head is disrespect. Oh, okay.
But he got another. That's that one song.
Then he also says, why you keep shooting if you know you dead? If you know you dead. X was shot more than once. Okay. Third, in one for X's interviews, he says that if he ever dies, okay, it's all on Drake. Okay.
But I guess the defense lawyer did have a point when he said, if anyone else you say was played a part in murder, why was this never investigated? I guess because people are saying there's no way Drake had anything to do with it, so anybody can blame a celebrity. So they didn't even look into it, and that's what his defense team is saying. You didn't even investigate.
You didn't even investigate it, and he said it before it happened. He said, if anything happens to me, he said it before it happened, and then it happens. I'm not saying Drake's involved.
They got these boys on their real trial because of their lyrics. So if Drake said Triple X, that's the only time I shoot below the neck. Was he shot below the neck? Is that what happened? Because if that's what happened, then we need to have a trial on Drake.
Damn, Drake. We'll see how that play out. I don't think it's going to go anywhere, but Mike think it may be turned into something. I don't think it will. And I know he don't want to bet on that, but so.
You know how many rappers? I ain't betting on that.
A little shady, just a little bit.
I ain't betting on that. All right, how about this? Give me 10 o'clock. It won't be over by 10 o'clock. I bet you. No, we'll do the bet.
Change the time.
Right.
The game will be over. The game will be over by 9 o'clock. We'll do the 50. No, we'll do the $50. We'll do the $50.
No, keep going. We good.
No, we do the $50.
It's all jokes at this point. It's all jokes.
We can do the 50.
Will it be over and what time they gonna start?
6:30. Kickoff's at 6:30.
Arizona?
Yeah.
6:30 Eastern or Central?
Well, they always base everything Eastern on
everything.
They don't worry about the rest.
We don't worry about y'all Texas.
They don't worry about the rest.
Yeah.
So
they do the rest of the country the way I do the West Coast on this show. Whatever time it starts over there, whatever time it starts.
Y'all figure that out. Yeah.
What is really getting these rappers killed? I don't know. Okay, J Black Prince. All right.
Shut up. All right. That was a good story, though. Yeah, let's follow that. We get more to keep up on that trial to see what happens from that, if anything.
Yeah, hopefully it just all, well, I shouldn't say hopefully either way. I shouldn't say, because, that kid got parents, that kid got family, that kid got, and they want to know who actually set this all up. So we'll see. I'm not going to say hopefully either way. We'll see what happens from this. All I know is that you do not want your name.
Why would he kill a kid?
Because he was talking crazy on the IG. I remember seeing the IG when he talked crazy. But who knew? And then there's another rapper, and I ain't show you the video. I didn't send you the video. There's another rapper from Watts in California who paints his face up and then does the interview with Vlad. And he directly says, this is what he says, and I'll get the video for you. He paints his face all up as a white guy, but you can still tell who he is. And he tells Vlad, he says, Aubrey told me directly that this is what he was going to get done. That's what he says.
He was a kid. I mean, he was a kid.
I don't know.
He was a kid. He had a promising career. He had just got named on what's that magazine? He was in the freshman class of
The Source.
The Source. Yeah, so he had a promising career, but he's a kid, so he was talking trash. So why? I don't understand. He's a kid.
Yeah, it don't matter. Once you get in this realm, it's a circus, man.
And it's Drake. Why is Drake killing somebody?
Well, I mean, no. Y'all keep saying he's Drake, and now Drake ain't the Drake that y'all remember. Drake is 500 million deep and is in the six running that whole city in Toronto, running it. And he learned his OG that looked out for him was Jay Prince. So he sees He sees the blueprint on how you put things together and how you put a situation together and how you get protected. And he probably said, nobody will ever smack me in my face again the way Diddy did when he released that song and Diddy didn't get on it. It was Diddy's song. And then remember, Jay Prince had to call Diddy and slow Diddy down and be like, dog, you're not going to lay hands. I'm paraphrasing, but that all happened. This ain't the same Drake. This ain't the same Drake. That's like me saying it's the same Kevin Hart that I knew. This is different. This is people calling shots and having people able to do. And I'm not saying Drake did nothing. I'm just saying this one rapper from Watts. It's either Compton or Watts got on there and did an interview with Vlad TV. And this is Vlad. So y'all go get mad at Vlad. Don't get mad at me. And he sat up there and explained the whole thing and explained it to the point where after it got done, this person allegedly, I saw it for myself, said, Aubrey confirmed it. That's all I'm saying. So you might want to stop playing with Drake. That's all I'm saying. You might want to stop playing with Drake. Anything else we got on here that y'all want to talk about? Because I can go take a shower.
You got a couple things.
What we got?
You have the kids with the black face, Sam facing.
Speaking of covering your face.
Okay, let's do
Beyonce, and that's it.
Let's do the Corey Holcomb, play the clip, and then we'll end up with some nice crispy racism. Some nice old-fashioned. Here's Corey Holcomb. I told y'all this.
The ones who started. She shouted out the LGBT and said nothing about the black community during Black History Month. Everybody going to see Beyonce, but let me tell you something. I think it is highly offensive for people who are smart enough to really know what's happening. Look, y'all talk all that shit about R. Kelly. Beyonce was on that island where they was killing kids. Beyonce was on Pedo Island. Beyonce and the camel. Yeah. She was in there like, uh-oh. Right.
I hope I can go see her again.
She was singing to little kids. If you like, put your mouth on it.
That's not funny.
This is what I'm saying. It's like you give her a pass. You give her a pass. She can have a concert and everything after she's a known participant on Pedo Island.
Are
you
stop?
Want to dismiss it?
Why does he call it Pedo Island?
Stop it right there. I'll tell you. pedophilia. It's called
Oh, wait a
pedo.
minute, my bad.
It's called Pedo Island because of the pedophilia that went on Jeffrey Epstein's island. For those who don't know, the list has been leaked on the people who went to Jeffrey Epstein's island. It includes people like Tom Hanks. I'm just saying what I read. It includes Jay-Z. I didn't know Jay-Z and R. Kelly actually filmed the video for Fiesta on that island. The island that there's a Netflix documentary, if you want to sit through that sick, disgusting documentary that everybody was talking about, and Jeffrey Epstein supposedly killed himself in jail before he had to go to court. Then the lady who was his cohort, who actually arranged everything, who actually got the young ladies and got the young boys and got everybody. Yes. She's in jail right now, and the judge said he sealed the list of people who visited the island. Man, I'm just gonna let y'all do what y'all want to do with that. Y'all do what y'all want to do with that. Yeah, I was hoping y'all would talk about.
Oh, that's next. Yeah, he said the crispy racism is coming up next.
Yeah. But we don't care. This is what I'm talking about. How we nitpick and we decide what we care about. If you're a dope artist and listen, if this would have happened 15 years ago and the list of people that visited an island that was simply created so they could get young kids over there, boys and girls, to be used up and to be treated for sexual activities, where is this cancel culture that y'all so brag about? Where is the outrage? I don't like it. It takes regular folks have to go on here and put that on TikTok. Where is the outrage?
Hollywood.
Like, we still realize that none of these celebrities came out with that Balenciaga. They still didn't speak up. And they let that ride and nobody. I'm going to repeat the phrase that I say over and over again. I said this on radio and I got eyes would looked at me crazy. On my years at K104, I said this. I said the pedophilia that's going on in this country, if we knew, if it all came out, it would be worse than COVID ever was. It'd be worse than COVID ever was. When you realize the ceremonies and the things that are being done on an island, and presidents went to the island. Former presidents went to the island. But when I tell you the list of people, I was like, yo, what? Huh? Excuse me? Y'all went? Yeah. Now, there's going to be some people who said, we didn't know what was going on in the island. We just went, the man was rich, and we just went to, he owned the island. He invited us out there. But there's a certain point with the Harvey Weinstein thing that y'all knew what Harvey Weinstein was doing. And when he got an award at the Oscars, y'all still applauded, and y'all still took pictures of him, and y'all still hugged on him. Don't mean to mention Oprah, but I did. Y'all knew what was going on.
Miss Drama Queen said, who says it's true, Mike? Who says it's true?
Dog. The Jeffrey Epstein thing is true.
Okay. Here's the list according to, let me see.
Clutching my pearls.
Well, here's some of the people on the list according to Newsweek.
I'm not saying anything is bad.
All of the names have been reported in Associated Press and CNN. Okay, you guys. So we have Donald Trump, Bill Clinton, Kevin Spacey, Chris Tucker, Bill Gates, Prince Andrew, Robert F. Kennedy Jr., I don't know who this is. Violin. It's Hack Herman, U.S. Senator Glenn, former Senate Majority Leader George Mitchell. And then I can't see these other names because they got them small. But Newsweek, the Associated Press, and CNN.
Yeah, listen, I'm not saying, all I'm saying is what is being reported. And I know it's heartbreaking to everybody to find out that as much as we say Holly weird, we always exclude our folks from it. Yeah, it's Holly weird over there. They ain't got nothing to do with it. Okay, well, this list is out. I just want to know where the outrage is at. I want to know how a judge could seal that list of participants who went to that island. I don't get that. Y'all tell me how a judge decides that evidence, that's something that the public should know about. Y'all tell me how a judge decides to seal that. Y'all tell me what were the reasons. Y'all school me on this. Please let me know the reasons. Because if this island was solely based for one action, which was on Netflix, the documentary probably is still up there.
Yeah,
was based for one usage. And these people went out there and flew on his jet to go out there.
Yes, this man, the pilot flew for 30 years, the same plane, back and forth.
But but you wanna mess us up? Have it be one of our stars that we so dearly care for and so dearly bow down to, and then okay. Is it a fact that Foxy Brown was discovered by a certain rapper at the age of 15? Okay. Hey, I ain't got nothing to do with it. I ain't never gonna be in that realm. This has been going on for years. There was a documentary about child pornographic and politics back in the early 70s and 80s in Arizona. Politics in Hollywood. It's sealed to protect the innocent and the guilty until they can make a case. We still need to know. It's out now. The innocent. How are we protecting the innocent when you went to that island?
Morning, Dave.
What's going on, y'all? Good morning, Rise and shine. What up, Dave? Listen, man. This stuff is all in our face all the time, and we just you know. And I get it. I'll be just like y'all. We can just talk about the fun stuff at the Grammys and how the couples were beefing. We can skip over Sam Smith. We can skip over his devil worshiping. Cool. Y'all want to skip over it? All right. Look, I got a red hoodie on today. I'll do it too. But when people start talking, it's facts. Is it facts or it's just conspiracy? Is it facts or just how many stories have to keep coming out where the only person we think that was partaking in this is R. Kelly? Even though everybody was in R. Kelly's studio knowing exactly what was popping off.
His drama queen says she want proof.
All right. And when it happens 15 years from now, when we all older and I'm like, damn, it was right in our face the whole entire time. It was right in our face the whole entire time. Everybody was doing it right there. All the little boys and the little girls. It was all going down, and we was just sitting here going like, I need facts. Sometimes it's clear as day. Do you need a fact? Go look at Sam Smith's picture with the horns in his hat with the red garb and the fire going. Go ahead. There was another performance I just saw that was there, and I was like, wow, we really let this slide. We really don't care. Don't worry about it, boys and girls, because you can go into school late on Monday because of the Super Bowl.
Exactly. Nigga said, speak.
The other performance?
I watched the performance, and I can't get, because they only have a clip of it, but you could tell it was at the Grammys. But hey, it is what it is. Glad Lizzo won, and Grammys love Beyonce, and that's not breaking her soul. Nope. I think Jay-Z's taking care of that. All right. And last but not least, so we can leave on a high note, we got crispy racism.
Speaking of Philly Catholic school.
Speaking of Philly, these are some kids. These are the type of kids that need to come in late. They need a late start on Monday to go to school because they'll be partying too much. Let's see what the crispy white girls were doing and sending this video to other black students. I think it was a Catholic school.
Black kids?
They sent this video to terrorize other black kids. They were sending it. Wow. Kids that do the craziest things, y'all. Kids that do the craziest things.
You're a black girl. You know your roots. It's February.
Your mom is never letting anyone in.
You're nothing but a slave. And after this, you're doing my laundry.
The way she just takes this shit, bro.
I'm black and I'm proud.
My mom just texted me.
What if she said? I got the do-rag.
She said I got the do-rag so I can say nickel. Right? Something like that.
Yeah, I
St. Hubert's.
that part. Yeah, she did
St.
say
Hubert's, St. Hubert's Catholic School in Philly.
I don't know what to say. I don't know.
So we still doing blackface in honor of Black History Month. That's what we doing.
Is she using spray paint?
I don't know what she using. I don't know. That just looks a whole distorted, disgusting mess. That is. She got that Eagle jersey on.
Yeah.
Jay still rocking with that team.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the Eagle shirt on.
I don't know because honestly, Ash, I don't know because nobody really wants to connect all this into where this world is at, and we feed into some of the stuff. We're cool to ignore some of the stuff, but we should be outraged over this, and we should. Now, some North Philly chick needs to roll up on them. For what? This is we'll get outraged over this. We won't get outraged. I don't know. I don't know what to do anymore. Enjoy yourself. Go ahead, enjoy yourself.
But you wouldn't think in 2023 that white girls would spray their faces black for Black History Month and put video like that's just weird to me. I mean, I'm sure they probably apologizing now. I'm sure they're going to be saying that I got black friends. It's not a racist bone. We were just drinking, and like, you sure all those excuses are going to come out. That's what's going to be next.
And people who are like, I don't care if white people say the N-word. I don't care if all right, because this is the extreme it goes to.
I'm one of them people that don't care if white people say the N-word. But like this, my issue with this is that they putting it on video. I mean,
they could do it, Shawn. They just can't video it.
The football player put it on video.
The same stuff happens the other way. We put Noxzema on our face and say we're white, but we ain't sitting up videotaping it and it to people. I mean, what do you do about that behavior? That's something at the house.
Good point, Afro Queen. They never stop. I mean, I would just think at some point.
No, they never stop. I was gonna bring that up. Jay Black always brings up 2023. What does that have to do with anything? They consistent. And consistent with and that's why I'm
talking about black people.
And that's why I don't
very consistent with not doing anything to make a real change to have people really respect us. So
and the breakdown is I'm not letting none of y'all use the N-word around me. I don't care if you singing a song. I don't care what I don't care. Yeah, but they made this. I don't care. Because I know you, that football player, on another note, I know you made that video being funny because you knew what you was doing. You knew you knew who you were gonna piss off. But instead of everybody being pissed off, a dumbass HBCU sends him a scholarship to go play with them. But then they drop him. But then he gets letters from other HBCUs.
Well, let me ask you this. So Lil Wayne going on tour, he coming, and I want to go see him. We go to the Lil Wayne show. It's a mixed crowd. So when we doing the sing along, or you gonna go through the crowd and jump on the white people that singing nigga?
But that's the point. We still going to see Lil Wayne. I don't even know why y'all going to see Lil Wayne.
But that's what I'm getting at. Nothing has changed. So when these people use this word, I mean, what can we say? We call ourselves.
Well, to be honest, when you're using the word in a negative sense, you look at it differently versus you see a couple white boys that may be cool on the block that may use it. Like, it's a difference when you see white people using the word, if we being honest. Now, obviously,
it's a positive word.
No, I said term of endearment. I mean, if you got a cool white boy, I mean, we know white people that don't use it.
When is it a term of endearment?
It depends on the conversation. Here we go. It depends on how the conversation is flowing and what we're talking about. And nigga, you see that? They're not saying it in the ER.
Slowly but surely, they're breaking people down, and in 10 years, white kids will be saying the N-word freely. Watch.
10 years, they saying it now freely.
Because now we're like, well, this is what we do. Since we don't do this and we don't do that, then you can say.
I don't see white people saying, "What's up, Cracker? What up, honky?" I don't see them doing it. I don't see Mexican people using.
No, they don't bring up Mexicans, because every time they bring up Mexicans, yes, they do. Yes, Spanish people do.
I don't. Well, what are they?
Women call each other bitches. We can't call y'all. We can't come into your face.
I'm
and be like,
not
what up,
talking
bitch?
about. I'm not. What do Mexican people call each other?
We Spanish and Puerto Rican people have slurs that
Okay,
we
what
that,
are
that
they
they.
though?
Well,
What are they?
I can't bring up the
Well, yeah,
slurs
but
because
that's
I could.
saying we know monkey, we know cracker, we know nigga, we know wetback. We know these terms,
Wetback.
and
They will call each
saying
other wetback.
the only ones that I hear saying nigga, nigga, nigga to each other or that derogatory term is black people. I don't hear other races use those slurs against each other the way we do. I don't know of a Mexican or a Latin song where they calling each other wetback, and it's used so much to where it's cool to call somebody that. So that's my point as a black woman. We won't stop. It's okay. It's always an excuse as to, well, now we say the word because it's a term of endearment. When? No, it's a negative word that started out negative and somebody decided to flip it. It was used on TV for the longest, and then they stopped that. So
Wait, you don't use the N-word as a term of endearment?
Miss me with all the outrage. Now I use the word every day, and I say that.
But you don't use it as a term of endearment.
I use it. No, I shouldn't be saying it. I definitely shouldn't be calling my kids that. I shouldn't. I use the word so much. I use it for everything, and that's my point. So it shouldn't be used. But if I hear a little white girl say nigga, I'm like, oh my God, we got to. Where your mama? Let me call your mama. Call the police. That's this. Not quit jumping up and down about that. Why are we so upset when we won't even sit down? And I'm talking about black people won't even sit down and say, okay, listen, this is what we gonna do.
It always goes.
This is what we're gonna do. We don't do that. So I'm not about to waste my time.
It always goes back. It's the victim shaming. It always goes back to what black people did. It always goes the essence of it. And
it's black people that make the songs calling each other niggas, bitches, and hoes. I don't hear that anywhere else.
Yeah, Shawn, you do something.
I hear it all the time. White people do it all the time in movies. Call each other shit.
All the time. All the time. I didn't say movies. I said in our music.
Okay, well, I'm saying movies.
Everybody pulls this from. Well, like again, when we go to the concert and it's a whole bunch of white people, Asians, Mexicans, and black rapper up there rapping, I have never in my life seen a rapper or artist say, okay, y'all, we gonna sing this song. And I know I say nigga about 10 times, but if you not black, when we get to the N-word part, you can't say it. Everybody is doing the sing-along. Ain't nobody fighting. Ain't nobody taping nobody saying, oh, I'm gonna send this to your job because you said the N-word. Miss me with it.
We are sending it to people's jobs. Now, I'm not saying what you're saying is wrong. What I'm saying is, even with that, doesn't mean we need to be cool with somebody else using the N-word. With all that being said, you could be factually right. With all that being said, guess what? Y'all don't say it. That's it. But they can't deal with that. We've been told what we can't do. Don't put your hoodie up. Make sure you don't have your hoodie up when you're walking at night. Make sure when you get pulled over, no matter what they doing, you better comply. No matter what they doing, they breaking your ribs. You better comply. So yes, I don't care because guess what? Because then
that starts with that N-word. When we get that in check, then we can get some respect some other places.
Start with the N-word.
That start because niggas won't stand up for shit. Okay. That's why niggas stand up for bullshit instead of the real shit and getting real shit done. When you get that taken care of, eliminate the word nigga. Black people eliminate the word nigga and see how other things change. It's all connected. We were called niggas because they were.
Y'all know y'all didn't create. Y'all know y'all didn't create the word, right?
Towards us. That's why we were being called that. It was a negative, and we allowed that negative. We won't change that negative. So all these other negative things that are happening are not gonna change. We gotta change that. Okay, you can't dance on the line. You got to be out or you got to be in. You can't say, okay, well, we don't want y'all telling us we can't do this, but we're gonna change it.
Then be out. Then
you'll
be out.
What I always said. Be out. So when all this stuff start happening, I ain't got time to listen to whining about this stuff and the real problem ain't being taken care of.
The real problem. Okay, I'm not.
The real problem is not being taken.
The fact that you think this whole core thing is using the use of a word that black people didn't even create, and black people didn't even create the usage on where it went. You think that's the core problem?
That is the core. Because once we got to a point to where our voices could be heard, that should have been eliminated.
The whole civil rights movement.
The same way they eliminating our history, it should have been eliminated. Don't tell me that we can't do it, but other races can do it. Don't tell me that. Miss me with that.
They do it. Miss me with this. You keep saying they don't do it, and they do it.
We haven't done it. We still using that word.
Italians call each other WAP all the time. All the time.
Mike, WAP is not used as much as nigga. Give me a word that's used as much as nigga that everybody accepts.
Honey, how do you speak on Italians? You've been around Italians?
Give me that.
You've been around Italians.
I don't have to be around Italians. I know across the United States, nigga is more universal than any of these words.
And you know why? Because
Italians ain't having the same problem that the black community is having.
And you know why?
An Italian woman don't have the same problem that I have as a black woman. So that's what we talking. We talking about black people and this N-word. Give me one other derogatory word that's used for other races that is used.
Are you going to let me answer?
Yeah, I want to answer.
Okay, can you give me a minute?
No, give me the answer. If you got to think, that's my point. You don't have to think about it.
You won't let me talk.
Right there. What is it?
Number one, the reason why the N-word is so popular is because the culture that is stolen from over and over again, and the people that set trends in this culture are black people. So whatever they do is the hottest thing in the country from day one. That's number one. Number two, for you to sit up here and try and think that you know what other races say to each other, but you don't even hang with Italians. And the fact of the matter is they use slurs against each other all the time in New York City. Number three.
That is not what I said. You are changing my narrative. My point is, give me a slur that is just as popular, if not more popular than nigga.
And I just explained to you why nigga.
I don't need an explanation. What's the word? What's the word?
Tony, there's no conversation with you. There's no conversation with you.
There's not one. Because it ain't one.
The reason why the N-word is so popular, I just broke it down to, if you were listening and not trying to argue, was because the culture that is duplicated and repeated and copied the most is the black culture. So the hottest thing in the world is everything that black people do. So the word has it been popularized by black people? Yes, because whatever black people do, people think is the shit. That's why. That's my explanation. I didn't change your narrative.
That ain't what I asked you.
And then you wanted a word. Hold on. Then you
that was not my question. You told me what you wanted to say. My question was, what is the slur that is just as popular as the N-word, if not big? That's my question.
I told you.
I don't need an explanation as where the word nigga came from. My family has been called that. You've been in my house. I got pictures of the slaves on my wall that were in my family.
Ronnie,
so I don't need a lesson on the word nigga.
I'm not giving you a lesson.
What is the
slur? You don't
want
to listen.
As much. What is the slur?
I'm telling you, there is, Shawnee. If you,
well, it's not one,
Shawnee,
and that's my point. It's not one. So, like I said, black people have to change that. Like I said, you sitting up here talking about it's hot what black people do. So that's why white little kids and all these other people think it's okay to say nigga. Black people have to stop that. We have to stop that. Black people. So, cause the shit ain't hot. And then we get mad when they use it. We happy that, they think we cool. You know, you people want to be that. But if you don't like it and we gonna complain about it, then change the shit. And that's what I'm saying to black people.
And Ash said, we do what we always do. We turn a negative into a positive. We took ownership of the word is now ours. You are no longer allowed to say
I have said that the ultimate word in America is the N-word. And I was explaining that there is no other popular slur like the N-word. Number one, because they steal the culture. Number two, because there's no other race of people that have ever been targeted in the world like black people with racism. There's no other race in this world, in every country in this world that has been targeted. Yes, the N-word is the most popular word being used. Technically, it's not, but somebody will argue, but we'll go with that. Is it the most popular? Yes. Yes. Does that give the right to let white people use it? No. No. So I did answer the question. I agreed with you. I agree with the whole thing. That doesn't give them the right because it's the most used. I don't care that black people use it. Black people used it because you created it to destroy them. You created it to degrade them. And they took it and they turned it into their positive. And now what they've done, and they've been working on this for like 20 years. Well, you guys say it. Why can't we say it? You guys say it. Why can't we say it? You guys say it. Why can't we say it? Because you can't, but you don't like when you're told that you can't. But when you tell us,
they the ones that started saying it.
First of all, black people didn't start it.
That's my point.
But my point was the word was taken. The word was taken from people who tried to destroy people. I don't even know why we're caught up in this. The fact of the matter is, my whole issue was white people shouldn't say it.
It started from this clip, blackface,
and this is why.
For Black History Month, 2023.
You can't give somebody a pass, and you can't give somebody a pass on one thing. Like, whoa, you taking this too far. Like, I know,
but we do, and that's the point. We do,
and that's great that your belief is that we do, and I agree with you. I'm still not giving them a pass simply because of what people say black people do, because that has been
give them a pass. That's my point. When you go to the concert and the sing along is happening, it shouldn't be a pass. You can't put people in a room, oh, we're gonna get together, have this good time, and ain't no problem. Then when I decide I want to repeat the lyrics of the song on my social media, now it's a problem. It was okay when we were all in this group together. Nobody was pointing me out, but I can't sing the song back on my social media because I like the song. That's confusing. So if we don't want them to do it, just don't do it.
Why is it not?
You mean to tell me these artists are not? They don't have enough talent to come up with a song where they don't have to use the word nigga. We got to have nigga in it. Because that's just a small start. You mean tell me your talent is only limited to you being able to use nigga, bitch, and hoe to get your point across?
Once again, I totally agree with you. But I'm still not gonna give them a pass to use the word.
But that's giving them the pass. That's my point. That's the pass that we're giving them.
We did.
That is the pass.
That is the pass that they have built in our minds that they should be allowed to, because you do it. They should be allowed to do it. Gay people can call each other the F. The gay people can call each other the F word all day long to each other. I can't. Period. I don't care if they make songs about it. I don't care if they call each other it. I don't care if they're in a crowd room of people. I can't use it, and I know it. And everybody's cool. Do you notice? Do you notice?
Jay-Z concert, everybody singing. There's no outrage.
Well, I'm sorry. There's not a Jay-Z. There's not a gay rapper as big as Jay-Z.
Apologize to me. You ain't got to apologize.
But what I'm saying is, it's. Hold up. We got a whole community of people telling us what pronouns to use. We go with that.
Absolutely.
We good with that, right? We'll follow those rules.
You can't say spaz. There's a whole bunch of words you can't say. But if somebody make a song, they shut that down to where you can't.
Within the community, they're saying this stuff to each other, and we know not to say it. So what is the big deal that y'all can't say one word? What is the big deal? Because because
we go to these entertainment complexes and these songs are being played, and most of the time it's more non-black people there.
Like, it's 902.
It's 902. All right, y'all.
Yeah, that was a good debate, good conversation. That was good. Yeah, I just thought about people saying, well, the cops killing y'all black people, but y'all kill each other. But it's always a y'all kill each other too. But anyway,
white people kill each other. That's the nature of the beast.
Yeah.
White people have been killing each other since the beginning of time.
But hey, it's 902. Hey,
902.
This was a good show.
I gotta go take a shower. All right, y'all. Love me for who I am, not who you want me to be, because I can never be that. And understand there's only one thing in life that's guaranteed: it will end, and it will end. So enjoy every minute, enjoy every second. They just don't respect black people. Well, they've been consistent with that. Enjoy every minute, every second. You fight for everything in life, fight for your happiness, and never let anybody take it from you. And we will be back tomorrow morning. And listen, we actually gave y'all extra 3 minutes for being late. So we're trying to we made up.
Ash said, see y'all niggas tomorrow.
Michael, Shawn, and the Takeover Legends, where the truth hurts, but also makes you laugh.
Baby, tap in. Tap in.